Hey there everyone, welcome to day 2 of this affiliate marketing video series or course, whatever you want to call it. As I said in yesterday's video, we're going to try make $0 to $1,000 or more with affiliate marketing. So if you've landed on this video and you haven't seen the first video yet, it's better to start from the beginning and then work your way through the days. You can find the playlist of the series in the description below. So let's just recap day 1. The first thing we had to do was find an affiliate program to promote. You can use ClickBank, Digistore24, Warrior Plus, or JVZoo, or any other one that you want to. These are the 4 major ones that I know of. I am going to use a product from ClickBank. The second thing we had to do was register a domain name and get web hosting. If you don't have that, then I've left a link to a web host called greengeeks.com. Just to let you know, I will earn a commission if you do sign up through them. If you do have web hosting and a domain name, then you can ignore that part. The third thing is we had to sign up for a email responder service, and I recommended sender.net as it's free for the first 2,500 subscribers, I think. And then the last thing you had to do on day 1 was create 5 new Gmail accounts, like your name, so whatever your name is, 0001@gmail.com. Then the second one would just be 0002 at the end. The next one 0003, the next one 0004, and the next one 0005. So I hope you have done those 4 things. If you haven't done those yet, I would recommend going back to day 1 and watching that video first. So what are we going to do today on day 2? The first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a landing page to collect leads. And don't worry, it's quite easy. Just follow along with me. And the second thing we have to do is set up our email responder. So when we collect leads from our traffic source, we can follow up with them if they haven't bought on the first visit. Right, so we are going to use WordPress to design our landing page or our lead capture page. And as I said, if you don't have a domain name or web hosting, then I do recommend GreenGeeks. They are very reliable. They have fast servers, so they are very good. But you don't have to use them. You're more than welcome to use whatever you want to use. Just make sure it's a company that has fast servers, because you don't want a potential buyer to wait even 5 seconds for your website to load. As you see, GreenGeeks starts at $2.95 per month. And if you want to use GreenGeeks, all you'll do is click this Get Started Now button. Right, then you get to this page with the packages. If you're only going to have one website, you can just go for this light package. If you think you're going to make more than one website in the future, then probably go for the Pro package. So if you go for the light package, you're just going to click on Get Started. Right, the first thing we need to do is choose a domain name. And I recommend your domain name be short. Don't have a very long domain name. You want people to be able to remember it. And I'll show you why when we do the video with the first traffic source. So you want something like Make Money Online, without the spaces, sorry. This is obviously going to be taken, but this is just an example. I'm just going to put some other characters here to get to the next page. Then just choose your extension over here. I recommend .com, and then click Next. Right. If the domain name is available, you'll get to this page that says you're almost live, and then you'll just complete your account information. Yeah, you'll need to select your package. So if you go on a month-to-month basis, let me just show you what that's going to cost you. It's going to cost you $49 or nearly $50 for the first month, and then it will be $10.95 every month thereafter. With this package, you don't get a free domain name, so you have to pay for the domain name for a year, and there's also a setup fee involved. If you go for an annual package, you'll see that you only pay $69 or let's say $70, so $20 more than the monthly one on your first month, and then this is for the whole entire year. But once that year is up, your pricing will revert back to the $131. So if you do take it over a year, you get this huge discount of $72 over here, and that's why it's so cheap. So I would go for the annual. It makes sense rather than paying $50 now. It's just an extra $20 and then you don't have to pay for the entire year. Alright, once you've chosen your plan, you're going to just select your server location and you're just going to choose the location closest to you. Right, essential add-ons. The domain locking and total DNS control is free, so that is automatically checked. This ID Protect you can remove. It does cost you $9.95 a year. Just to let you know, if you do remove it, this Whois website will show all your contact details, so you can get spam. Then the last part is just to put in your payment information, and you'll click this Create Account button. Once you've created your account, or if you already have a domain name and web hosting, you then need to go and install WordPress, and there's many tutorials on YouTube on how to install WordPress. So if you don't know how to do that, just watch one of those tutorials. I've already installed WordPress and I'm going to head over to there now. Once you've installed WordPress and you've logged in, you'll get to your dashboard, which should look similar to this. The first thing we're going to do is just run through these menu items on the left hand side here and just start cleaning up WordPress and installing some plugins. First thing we want to do is go to post and click on that. And WordPress always comes with a dummy post. You might have it, you might not. If you do have it, just click the trash button. If you have nothing here, you can just ignore this part. Once you click the trash button, you can just click on this trash link here. And then just click on this button that says empty trash. Right, then the next one we're going to go to, we'll get to pages now. Appearance we don't need to worry about. Let's go on to plugins. If you don't have any plugins here, you don't have to worry about this part. But if you do have plugins like I do here, I'm just going to check this top box here so it highlights both plugins. And then I'm going to click on this drop down menu by bulk actions and click delete and then apply. Just comes up with this warning message. I do want to delete these plugins, so I'm going to click OK. Right, and then I want to add some new plugins. So let's click on this button that says add new. So the first one we want to install is called Elementor. So that's how you spell it there if you want to pause the page. And then it's this Elementor website builder. I'm going to click install now. Once the plugin's finished installing, you're going to have this activate button, but don't click it yet because we're going to install another plugin. This one is called Pretty Links. And there is the spelling for you. And it's this one over here, so we're going to click the install now button. Right, now that that's installed, let's go back to this menu item that says install plugins. And let's check this top box here, so it checks both the plugins, and go to bulk actions here and click activate and apply. Alright, the next one we want to go to is settings. Let's click on permalinks. And we just want to ensure that post name is set as our permalinks. And then click save changes. The next thing we want to do is now go to pages. And my WordPress installation comes with these two pages, which I don't need. You might not have any pages here, and then that's fine. But if you do have pages there, you can just check the top box to select both pages, go to bulk actions, select move to trash, and click apply. Then just click on the trash link and click on the button that says empty trash. The next thing we want to do is create a new page. So at the top here, we're going to click add new. And then where it says add title, we're just going to add a title. I'm just going to call this lead capture page. Once you've chosen a title, you can name this anything. It doesn't matter. No one's going to see this except you. What you want to do is then click publish and then publish again. And then it will tell you your lead capture page is now live. The next thing we want to do is click this button that says edit with Elementor. Now Elementor is a page builder to help us build this lead capture page quite quickly. So that's why we're using this plugin. The next thing we want to do is we just want to have a look at the landing page of the product we're going to promote. So I'm just going to open that quickly. So this is the page or the product I'm going to promote. Yours might look different. And the reason we want this up is because we want to get some information from this page, and then also try and keep the colors the same as on our landing page, so that when they complete their email address and they're brought to this page, that it looks congruent. So I'm just going to copy this title quickly. And let's go back to our WordPress website. And then I'm going to add a heading. So we just add a heading into this block here. Don't worry about this top section here. We're going to remove that later. And then we're just going to click the pen icon here so we can go edit our heading. So on the left hand side here is where you edit everything. So I'm just going to paste that heading in that I've copied, but I'm just going to reword it slightly. So I've just made my title this over here. It says, "This short video reveals how you can make recurring commission payments month after month." And it's basically just a rehashed title of that and this over here. Let's just go back there. So let's just fix this up a bit. So the HTML tag, I want it as a heading 1, so it's quite large. And then the alignments, I want the text in the center. Right, then style. So now the color. Let's go to the sales page. So there's this background over here. I think this is an image. What I'm going to do to see if I can get this image is just right click and click on inspect. The sidebar then will open up, and we want to look at the CSS at the bottom here, and you'll see here background image. There's the image over there, and you'll see that's the source of the image. So we can open that in a new tab, and there's the image over there. Then we can just copy this link and go back to our WordPress, and then let's go to the background of this section. So if you hover over here, this will say edit section, and we'll click on that. And this content width, you'll see it's quite narrow here, so I don't want it box, I want it full width. And then stretch section, there we go. So that stretches it for you. This is a bit too close here, but we'll fix that now. But what I really want to do is go to the style here, and under background here, the background type is an image. So it will be under classic, and then over here you can add an image. So we can click on that, and we could say insert from URL, and then we can just paste that URL we got in there, and then click, and then there it is there. And we can say insert media, and there it is as a background. Now I want to make this bigger, this background. So I'm just going to go back to layout, and for height I'm just going to click this fit to screen. So you'll see now it fits to screen. And remember, we're going to delete all this, so this will move up. And that looks a bit better. Alright, so now if we go back to our page here, let's close this now, we don't need that anymore. The font is white, and I just want to see what font they're using. So to do that, we can again right click on the font and click inspect. Let's see if it's a Google font, and then we can use the same font as well. So you'll see it's highlighting the texture, and you're going to go down here to the custom style sheet, and we're looking for the font family. And there we go, font family is Railway, which is a Google font, so we'll be able to use that same font. So what we're going to do, let's go back to WordPress, and let's click on the, or hover over the font here and click on the edit button. And then we're going to click on the color here, and we want this white. So white is all the way there in the top left. Alright, then we want to select typography, and yeah, we can change the family. So it was Railway, so let's just search for Railway. Is that how you spell it? There we go, Railway. And now that is the same font as they are using over here. Let's just close this over here. So I'm going to also maybe underline and italicize the recurring monthly commission. So let's go back to WordPress. So let's just highlight recurring commission payments. Let's try that again. And you'll notice this pops up, so we can underline, we can italicize like that. Just click away and see how that looks. Right, let's try get the same size as the page. So let's see if we inspect again and we make sure that it's highlighting that. Then we can go down here and the font size is 40 pixels. So let's go back to our website and let's click on typography again. And then over here it's pixels. So we can just put in 40. Right, then I think let's also, while we just do the mobile and tablet devices. So to do that, you're going to click on this icon here and you can select tablet. You see tablet takes the same size as the desktop, which is 40. So that looks fine. Let's have a look on mobile. That looks a bit too big. So let's try 26. Or maybe 26 is good. Let's try 24. I'm going to try get it on fewer lines. 22. I'm going to leave it on 26. Okay, so that's it set for that. So let's just go back to desktop. So the next thing we want to do is move this in a bit. So in order to do that, we need to go, let's just get off typography here. Let's go to advanced. And here we have something called padding. So padding will shift this text in. So we need padding on the left and the right. So let's start, just uncheck this so that you can change it individually, that it doesn't all change to the same number. So this is in pixels, so I'm going to change it to percent because percent works better on mobile. So let's try 10. I want to try get recurring commission payments on one line. So let's try 15%. Let's try 15%. I'll try 20. So you see I'm just changing the right and the left options here. Okay, but now I don't like it that the month is on the other line. So I'm going to leave it at 15, I think. There we go. So that at least moves that in a bit. So let's have a look on tablet. So tablet, I think this is too big. Let's try tablet. Let's go 5 for the tablet. You see now, because I haven't unchecked this, it's changed 5 all around. So let's uncheck that. Let's just delete that and delete the top as well. Alright, that looks good on tablet. Let's have a look at mobile. And that looks good on mobile. Perfect. Right, so that's all we're going to do for now. Underneath here, we're going to put in a form so we can collect names and email addresses, or just email addresses really. That's what we're going to do there. And then that, once they've filled in their email address and click the submit button, it will direct them to this page so they can watch the video and then hopefully fill in their details and go on to purchase this program. But it's not always going to happen the first time, and that's why we want to capture leads so we can keep following up with them, and that's where we're going to use the email swipes. One thing we do want to do is just go back to our website and we want to now remove like the footer here and this header here. So we're going to go to the settings tab here, or the settings icon here, and where it says page layout, we're going to say Elementor Canvas. The next thing we're going to do is head over to Email Octopus and build our form that needs to go over here. And we'll also do a button that will open up the form, or it's called a modal, when the button is clicked. So just stay on this page, don't close it because we're going to come back to it. And let's head over to Email Octopus. Now logged into emailoctopus.com, which is the new email automation program we're going to use. In video 1, I mentioned we're going to use sender.com, but I made a follow-up video which is in the playlist, which is video number 2 in the playlist, which explains why we can't use sender.com. So we're using emailoctopus.com now. So let's get started with that. So when you log in the first time, it says that we have no list yet and we should create a list. So let's do that. Let's click this button that says create a list. We then need to name our list. I've just named mine Perpetual Income 365 List, which is the program I'm promoting, and just to note that it's a list. Then we need to add contacts. We don't have contacts yet, so we'll just leave it as I'll do this later. Then click create. This we can ignore for now. There's nothing we can really do here. So here it says no subscribe contacts yet. And we can import contacts, but we don't have contacts. We can add a single contact, which you can add yourself if you want. Otherwise, we can create a form or a landing page. So we're going to create a form. Let's click on that button. Then you can decide if you want to do an inline form or pop-up. I'm going to use a pop-up. You can use inline if you want to, or you can test the two. You can run pop-up for 2 weeks and then 2 weeks later swap it with this inline form and see which one converts the best. So I'm going to click pop-up, and then we click this button that says save and next. Need to select a template now. I'm just going to go with this basic one and then click. Oh, you don't have to actually click save and next. So I'm going to quickly design the form, and once I've done that, I'll be back with you to explain what I've done. I just finished styling this form. So just to show you what I've done, over here I've put in a heading 1 title. So to do that, you just drag this and you can place it in there. And it's got this is a title block. Then you can just click in there and change the text there. And I'm just going to delete that. And then I've just put in this title, free short video reveals the secret to making recurring monthly commissions. And then over here, I've just added a text block over here and said just enter your email address below to find out how. Then this is automatically there. To style this, you just need to click on it, and in the button text I've said play the video now, which is over there. I'm not going to add a first name or last name. I'm just going to use an email address, and I suggest you do that too. The less the potential subscriber has to complete, the more conversions you should get. Tags, I've left this because we haven't created any tags. And then just under style, the label color, which is that color there, is like a black color. The size is 13. The field color, which is this square over here, is white. The border color, which is the border that goes around the square, is this light gray color. And then for the button, I've made it the orange color, and the text color I've made white. So we click back. If we go to style, I've just left this as the everything default here. Then the next thing we need to do is go to settings. So you're going to just obviously complete your form in the content. Style you can leave as is, or you can change it. They don't have Google Fonts, so I've just left it as Helvetica. Then once you've done all that, we're going to go to settings. Under form, when a visitor subscribes, we don't actually want to show success message. We want to redirect to a different page, so we're going to click that. Now we need to put a redirect URL in here. But first we need to go to our affiliate network. In my case, I'm using ClickBank, but you'll just go to your affiliate network. So I'm just going to head over there. So I'm in ClickBank, and this is the product I'm promoting. So I'm just going to click the promote button. And we first want to select the landing page we're going to promote. And I'm going to use this Amazon Prime Addiction algorithm hook. So I'm going to select that. And we just want to make sure our account nickname is filled in there. And for the tracking ID, this is very important because we want to track where we are getting sales. So I'm going to type in here LCP. And this means that if we get a sale, I will know that it came directly from the lead capture page. So basically, someone completing this lead capture going to the sales page and then buying immediately from that sales page. And when we start doing the email autoresponder, we're going to use a different tracking ID so we can track if they're buying through the email series that they are receiving. So let me just grab that hop link. So I'm going to click this generate hop links. And then I'm just going to copy the hop link. Next thing we need to do is we need to go to our WordPress dashboard. So let me just minimize that. To get there, you're just going to click on the hamburger menu and you'll see this blue button that says exit to dashboard. Just open it in a new window so that this page remains open. So I've already opened it. I'm going to go over there. And then we're going to go to Pretty Links, which is on the left hand side here. Click on Pretty Links. I'm going to click Add New. We just need to name our link, so I'm going to name this. So I just named it Perpetual Traffic 365. For redirection, leave it at 307. For target URL, just paste in your affiliate link that you've copied from ClickBank or your affiliate network. For Pretty Link, I'm going to change this to LCP, which stands for Lead Capture Page. For notes, you can just leave that, unless you want to make a note, but I just leave it. I know that stands for Lead Capture Page, so I know it's coming from the Lead Capture Page. So I'm going to click Update. Right, and then there's our Pretty Link we've just made. We can copy it by clicking this icon. And let's go back to Email Octopus. And then under Redirect URL, we're just going to paste our link in there. Right, so the next section, include a consent checkbox. You can do that. I'm not going to do it. As I said, the less the potential subscriber has to do, the more conversions we should get. Include a hidden Google recapture and protect against bots. I'm going to leave that check because it is hidden, so it's nothing that they will see. And then display options. So how do we want to display this form? When a visitor is leaving, no, we don't want to do that. When a visitor scrolls, no. When time has elapsed, no. When a link is clicked, yes. So it says here the visitor clicks a link or element tagged with an attribute and we'll provide the code when you click add to your website. Then the next section says which device should we show this on, and we're going to leave it as all. And how often should a visitor see this? We're going to leave it at once every day. Alright, so that's that done. Let's go back to the top here. Alright, you can preview your form. That's how it's going to look when the user clicks on your button, which, let me just go to the page. So there's going to be a button here. The visitor will click on that button, then our form will pop up. Let's just have a look at mobile. That looks good on mobile. And then we can just click this add to your website. Right, so we've given two sets of code here, the script code and then this link. So let's first copy the script code. Let's copy that by clicking the button. And let's go back to our WordPress page. So let's go back to the widget section by clicking that icon. And in the search widgets, let's type in HTML. Let's take the widget and put it underneath the heading there. And then in our HTML code, you're going to click in there and we're just going to paste that code. Now there's this gray box here, but don't worry. Once we look at the website on the front end, it won't show at all. So this is just code that's hidden behind the screen. As you can see, something has popped up now, which we don't really want. The next thing we do, let's go back to Email Octopus, and now we need to copy this link here. So let's copy that and go back to WordPress. And we're going to get another HTML widget. And this we're going to put between the heading and the other HTML widget. Like that. And in this one, we're going to paste that code. Now, I don't know if you can see it here, but it says your texture, which you'll see in your code here. that says your text here. So we need to change that. So I've changed mine to watch the free video. Now, no one can really see that, but we are going to change it. We're going to turn this into a button. So we're going to need to just do a few changes to the widget. First thing we're going to do, let's click on Advanced. Then let's go to Background. And let us choose Classic. And then we're going to choose a color. So I wanted that orange color of the button, which I need to now go get again. So just hold on for me while I go get it. Right, I've got the color. I'm just going to paste it in there. Right, it looks funny now, but we're going to fix it all up. And let's set a hover color. So if we go back to, if we go to the top here, we've got normal. Let's click on hover. Background type. And I'm going to choose a color again. I'm going to paste in that orange color again, but I'm going to make it slightly darker by pulling it down. So if you see, if we hover over it, it goes slightly darker. Alright. So that's that done. Let's go back to normal. Then we're going to go to positioning. And for width, we're going to click on the drop down arrow and we're going to choose custom. And it will shorten it a bit. So I don't want it the width of the actual text. I want it a bit wider. So I'm going to leave it on pixels and I'm going to change it. Let's try 300 pixels. Let's try 350. Okay, 350 looks fine. Now we're going to have to do some custom CSS, but it's a quick line of code because I want to move this text in the middle of this button. Let's go to Advanced, and under CSS classes, let's just put in a class there. So I've named it CTA-BTN, which stands for Call to Action -Button. Let's copy that. And let's go back to the content. So under your code that you put here, just go to a new line. We're going to use the less than symbol and type in script. And then we're going to use the greater than symbol. Sorry, it's not script, it's style. And let's just change that closing tag to style. Right, then between our style tags, we're going to put a dot and paste our class we just created. And then we're going to open the curly braces like that and push enter. We're then going to type in text align, then colon, and then center. And you'll see it's pushed the text into the center, which is what we want. And that's all we have to do for that. Right, now I want to move this button in. First of all, I think I want to put some radius, like curved edges on these buttons. So let's go back to Advanced and let's go to Border, and then we get this border radius. So let's try 10 pixels. That's a bit much. Let's try maybe 5 pixels. There we go. So that's perfect. 5 pixels. Now, as I was saying, we want to move this button into the center. So how do we do that? What we need to do is go into the column, which is on the left hand side here. You'll see it says edit column. So click that. And for horizontal align, we want to go to center, and that pushes the button into the middle. What I think I'm going to do, I'm going to add an image between the text and this video because it looks a bit bland. So let me quickly create an image and I'll be back with you now. Right, I've just created an image, so I'm going to place an image between this title and this button. So let's go back to our widgets and let's take the image widget and put it in between the title and the button. There we go. Right, let's click on the section that says choose image. And I'm just going to drag the image across quickly and drop it in there. Click this button that says insert media. Right, and there's our image. I just got this from the sales page. Let me show you quickly. So I just took it from there, and then I just put this border around it. So I think I just want to put some spacing between the image and the headline, and the image and the button. So let's go to advanced, and we're going to use margin here. Just uncheck the link, and let's do top. Let's use percent, and let's go 5, and let's try the bottom at 5 as well. Might be too much. Let me try 3. Okay, let's leave it at 3. So I just want to fix this button up a bit. Let's go back to the button. I think I want to make some spacing between the text. So let's use the padding now. So let's unlink that because I don't want it to be all the same. So let's go top. I'm going to use M here. I'm not going to get into the details why I use pixels, M's, and percentages. You can just use the same and it should work out the same for you. So top, I'm going to do 1, right 5, bottom 1, and then left 5. Let's not do 5, let's do 3, and 3 on right. I might change this width a bit because I think that's why the text is going on to the next line. Let's just go back to positioning. I'm going to change this to percentage. I just want to see on 90%, that is too big. Let's try 50%. Okay, perfect. Then let's go to the tablet and let's go 90% there. And then maybe on mobile, we'll leave it at 90%. So we'll have to change the padding because the padding's making this text go to the next line. So let's go back to advanced and let's go to mobile and let's go 0. Well, not, I don't want to do 0, all of them. So let's leave that at 1, top and bottom. Let's maybe make it all 1. Then I actually might make it 100% on mobile. So let's go back to positioning, to the width on it is on mobile, and let's go 100% here. So now the only thing left to do, let's just put this back onto desktop. The only thing left to do is I want to make this text better. So to do this, we need to actually change the global settings. And to do that, we need to go to the bottom here, click on settings. Is it there? No, sorry, it's not there. I think it's the hamburger menu. Then it's under site settings. Now, this is a link. If you remember, Email Octopus says that this is a link. So this watch the free video is a link text. So we need to change the link text. So we need to go to typography, and then over here is the link settings. So for color, I want it to be white. So I'm going to click on the color. I'm going to drag this to the top left-hand corner, and that will change it to white. Perfect. Then I'm going to go under typography settings. The family, I want railway. And then the size for desktop, I'm going to make it a bit bigger. Let's try 30. I'll actually use 40. And the weight, I'm going to make it 700. So it's a bit bold. So it's nice and big so they can see it. Now let's just quickly look at the sizes on tablet. That's not bad on tablet. And then let's look at mobile. Okay, it's too big on mobile. So let's go in here. Oh, I'll put it at 1. Let us try 20. Okay, 20 looks good. Okay, and then let's just put it back on desktop. So that is our web page done. So let's update it. Right, let's close site settings. And let's click update. So I've just been playing around with this a bit, just testing everything. And I think under settings here in your Email Octopus account, rather switch this hidden Google reCAPTCHA off. I found a problem on phones. If you're not having a problem on the phone, leave it, but I've switched it off just so that it works properly. It might just be on my phone and not everyone's phone. So just test that out. And just to show you, so this is what the website looks like now. And when they click that, the pop-up comes in, and then we can put in an email address. So let me just put in one. Okay, and let's click play the video. Let's see what happens. Right, comes to the landing page of the product I'm promoting. There is my affiliate account nickname, so that's all working well. So let's just go to Email Octopus and let's go to lists. And you'll see there's one subscriber there, and let's go into it. And there we go. So the lists are working, which is good. So our website is now set up with our form to capture leads. I wanted to show you how to load emails into an automation so that if the potential subscriber or the subscriber does not buy the product you're promoting when they go to the landing page the first time, we could just send them reminders that there is this product out there and that they can still buy it. So I'm actually going to do that in tomorrow's video, so look out for that. And I think that's it for now. Sorry, this video went on a bit long, and that's why I want to cut it now so that I don't bore you guys too much, and I don't want to overwhelm you with so many things. So let's rather do the email automation tomorrow, loading all the emails from the product owners' email swap files that they give us on the affiliate page. So we'll do that tomorrow. So just the last thing I want to do, if you look at your website, it's got your domain name, and then it will have after the domain name this lead capture page. Now we don't want it like that, we just want it as a domain name. And if you look in the tab here, it's got there, oh, it won't show there, I'll show you that now. So let's just go to the dashboard, let's go to settings, and let's go to reading. What we're going to do is change the home page to a static page, and then under home page we want to select our lead capture page, and let's save that. Right. Now let's go look at our website. So if we go to our website now, you'll see it's now just got our domain name. We don't have the lead capture page after the domain anymore. So that's how we want it. The only other thing is if we hover over the tab here, you'll see there it's got the domain or the name of the website, and it says just another WordPress website. So we don't want that. So let's go back to our dashboard. Let's go to General. And under tagline here, just delete that whole line there and click Save. So let's just go refresh the home page. You'll see if I hover over it, it's not there anymore. So what's happening in day 3? First thing we're going to have to do is set up the email automation using the email swaps provided by the product owner. I wanted to do that today, but this video has gotten way too long. So we're going to do that tomorrow or on day 3. I'm hoping to release day 3 tomorrow to you guys. The second thing we're going to do is I'm going to tell you the first source of traffic we're going to be used. And there's going to be 3 that we're going to use, and these are all free. And from these 3 traffic sources, hopefully we will start making some income, and then we're going to go into some paid methods, because once we can get into paid methods, that's when we can really start ramping up the earnings. Then the third thing we're going to do is we're going to start driving traffic to the website to get those leads using the first free traffic source. So that's all for day 3. So I hope you guys are enjoying this so far. I know today's video was quite long, and I do apologize for that, but this has to all be done, and this is what I mean when I say it takes hard work. And this isn't really hard work, you can just follow along. It takes time. So if you are enjoying this, please feel free to subscribe to my channel, and please like the video. It helps with the YouTube algorithm to get my videos out to more people. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. I'm going to try and help every single one of you. So if I haven't made sense in today's video, or there's something you don't understand, please leave it in the comments. I might, if there's a whole bunch of comments on it, I might just do a new video on that specific section, or I'll just reach out to you personally so I can help you out. So guys, have a good day or good evening wherever you are, and I will see you on day 3.